listening to Natural Born Alchemist.
I'm Alex, the host of the Natural Born Alchemist podcast. But what is an alchemist? What is alchemy? Well, alchemy, in my humble opinion, is a sacred art. The transmutation and the transformation of the self. It is an elevation into a higher realm of being. It's all about transcendence, intentional evolution, freedom of the mind. The people I have on this podcast are usually interested in changing the paradigm. People that are willing to enter an altered state of consciousness. People that want to change the world by changing themselves. People that are free in mind, or just plain weirdos or friends of mine. And sometimes it's just me rambling. There are many psychedelic podcasts out there, but I think mine is different in that it does not only focus on psychedelic usage or healing or integration, it's a psychedelic outlook on life in general. I'm very interested in shamanism and indigenous cultures, in human rights, in freedom and individuality. I'm interested in anarchy and alchemy. I'm interested in all aspects of the occult and esoteric. And even in politics, but this is not a political podcast since I don't support neither side of the political spectrum. It's all one big fat joke, in my opinion. And this podcast celebrates this joke, the cosmic joke. And in a sense, if you lack a sense of humor, you probably won't enjoy the Natural Born Alchemist podcast. I like to entertain new ideas and new concepts, even if I don't agree with them. If it blew my mind, I want to share it. Perceptions Today provides a community that I'm a part of. And Perceptions Today brings together a wide range of different people in order to share ideas and experiences, as well as introduce each participant to everyone else. And I feel that Perceptions Today provides a very professional and polite space where one can easily discuss topics such as consciousness, dreams, psychedelics, and pain management, and many other things. If you want to check out my podcast, the Natural Born Alchemist podcast, just go to naturalbornalchemist.com or follow the podcast on social media. Search for Natural Born Alchemist as one word or simply Born Alchemist, and you will be able to find me. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and I've also got a YouTube channel. Just search Natural Born Alchemist channel on YouTube and you will find me there. Freedom is in the mind.
We need to be talking with each other now, and that's happening on Perceptions Today, the Twitter space. My name is Eileen Meyer. I'm what you call an experiencer, and a lifetime one at that. I have had this arc of a journey with this other consciousness that visited me in my bedroom as well as in my dreams, through lucid dreams, out-of-body experiences, and just plain old paranormal activities in my house. So this is what my life has been about. And I have studied this within my own consciousness for so many years now. I kept journals over many years. And I have a lot of data to share from the perspective of the direct experience, which if you look on Twitter, quite often you will see that what is valued there is more of the nuts and bolts Newtonian physics, prove it to me, based on a limited model for consciousness. I've also had the Kundalini events, which continued to transform my consciousness. Then I had an opportunity to take the DMT-5-MeO, and I now have that as something to compare to in consciousness. It's all very clear to me now that these weren't just random happenings in my life. They are all connected to support me, guide me, and teach me things. And this inner intelligence teaches not through words, but by demonstrating what it feels like to open these spaces in our consciousness and to experience something more than what we thought possible. When you speak to lifetime experiencers, you find out that there is an evolution to this, that it was intentional to work with us over time, to support us in achieving these states of consciousness and understanding them, and then in my case, doing my best to communicate what has changed within my consciousness, that it is an evolution over the arc of time. And what's the most exciting thing right now is that I am coming together with others like me, as well as the scientists or the science-based researchers. I synchronistically stumbled into this wonderful group of people. And they're not only intellectually intelligent, they are also emotionally intelligent. And this is what I feel and what I'm learning is necessary now. It helps us to move beyond the emotional outbursts that we're accustomed to on social media. We're a group so far that is comprised of experiencers, scientists, and researchers. So there's an innate understanding that unless we come together and share our own data, whether that be researching and putting the pieces together, connecting the dots in what is happening in science on cutting edge, has to be cutting edge now. None of what has come in the past is applicable to what is occurring now in consciousness. And a scientist wouldn't know that unless they were speaking to people having these direct experiences, instead of the knee-jerk judgments about who we are. And even though we can't explain it in words or equations, this is real. And this is happening to a lot of us. So we need to share data, period. My name is Eileen Meyer, and my Twitter handle is @emanating, EMMIN8ING. It's the same handle at Clubhouse, and my website is koyoparising.com, KOYOPA rising.com.
Hi there, my name is Pete from Paranormal Blip podcast. I'm delighted to be part of the Perceptions Today community on Twitter Spaces every week. They're absolutely incredible spaces that are set up by Perceptions Today and the co-host CentredAwareness. They're really trusting spaces, and the most extraordinary conversation and discussion happens week after week after week. To give you an example, we've discussed the work of Anthony Peake with Mr. Peake himself, which was incredible. We've discussed the work of Stuart Hameroff. We've discussed dreams, was the most recent spaces last week. An absolutely incredible conversation. We've got the regulars there, like Natural Born Alchemist, like Renegade, a whole bunch of different voices from all around the world getting together, speaking live to each other. It's an incredible, trusting, really fascinating community of people with years and years and years of experience. And it's a space where people feel comfortable to talk about their experiences. So I really value it. It's a highlight of my week, listening and discussing incredible ideas with a fantastic bunch of people. So that's Perceptions Today community, hashtag Perceptions Today community. And Paranormal Blip, by the way, is a podcast looking at the paranormal or parapsychology. So far, we've looked at remote viewing, near-death experiences, consciousness, evidence of captured UAP craft. We've looked at a short story, a sci-fi short story from the early 70s called Chains of the Sea by Gardner Dozois. Chains of the Sea is a bit of a famous story now because Lou Elizondo, the UAP whistleblower, has recommended it a number of times. And I did a reading of Chains of the Sea recently, which was very popular. So yeah, check out Paranormal Blip. And absolutely, let's get involved with Perceptions Today's excellent Twitter spaces. And they're definitely worth following on Twitter. Absolutely incredible links. Daily, all the time, like Perceptions Today, coming up with fantastic resources and research in this space. And now on to the social media blitz. Follow me at Paranormal Blip, on Twitter, and on Instagram. You can follow me on paranormal_blip_podcast. And give us an email, why don't you? It's only paranormalblip@gmail.com. Thank you.
You might catch yourself sliding in and out of a room. Just relax and enjoy it.
Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Justin, and I'm the host of the Dharma Junkie podcast. Not that defines me or anything, right? But this is a promo. So, anyway, Dharma Junkie is a podcast about the Dharma, life, death, spirituality, connection, meditation, addiction recovery, psychedelics, altered states of consciousness, self-actualization, holistic healing modalities, philosophy, psychology, mysticism, ideological deconditioning, the universe, and you. Not that you're any different or even separate from any of those things, because you're absolutely not. You're an integral node in the network. You're a part of the machine. And so am I. In all truth, it would seem that Paul of Perceptions Today and I kind of gravitate towards a lot of the same topics, and that's how we first connected through Twitter. And the network of free thinkers that Perceptions Today has built is second to none. It's a welcome change from the otherwise vapid and soulless landscape of the internet, and I'm happy to be a part of that mycelial-like network of minds that we have the luxury of having access to and holding an open discourse with on what could be viewed as some taboo topics, even today. So, let's break down some of the taboos, let's demystify some of these topics, and join us on the Twitter space with Perceptions Today. If you want to check out the Dharma Junkie podcast, you can find it at dharmajunkiepodcast.com. It's also available anywhere podcasts are available. Just search Dharma Junkie. I'm Justin. Namaste.
Hi there. We are Paul and Justin of Dreaming Jaguars. Dreaming Jaguars is our YouTube channel. For the last 15 years, we have been experimenting with dimethyltryptamine. We are two normal guys. We have a video production business. We make pretty videos relating to our experiences. We have interviewed some of the top names in the psychedelic community. And we feel that these experiences are the most relevant experience an individual can undertake with regards to learning about the potential of the human mind, what these experiences are, what reality is, entity contact, the list goes on. These experiences are just the most profound experiences one can undertake. And couple that with various other disciplines that Perceptions Today are trying to pull together in this community. We feel that this is the right way to go. There needs to be a pooling together of these various disciplines to see if we can just have some fun, discuss, and maybe potentially make some breakthroughs of our own. So we're very excited and very honoured to be invited to join this community, and we look forward to meeting you all in due course. Our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Dreaming Jaguars, Instagram @Dreaming Jaguars, Twitter @Dreaming Jaguars. Let's get this thing off the ground. It's going to be exciting. We look forward to seeing you all soon. Thank you.